Mountain of Roses, welcome to the second week of our topic, the mountaineering. So last week we tackled more about what is recreational activities. So for this week, we are going to encounter or tackle more about what is mountaineering. Well, according from the syllabus of our subject, that there must be an aquatics and mountaineering, but I choose to select first the mountaineering. It is because it is one of the very exciting event for the subject. Alright, so before we proceed, let us tackle first or let us go further from the background of the subject or the content, mountaineering. So mountaineering, it refers or it is a set of activities that involve different activities and can fulfill various experiences and excitement when performed. Yes, that's correct. It is because when a person or a group of people or an individual are having a pleasant time to go somewhere and start creating some sceneries and experiences when they involve the mountaineering activity. If ever they are going or if they are planning to go to a place where they can stay overnight, they can walk longest hours, or they can enjoy what is the nature, will be considered as under the mountaineering activities. So what are the activities involved in this certain content? So there are hiking, trekking, camping, and orienting. So these activities can be done during your mountaineering activities. So before that, let us now differentiate the four under of mountaineering. So hiking. Hiking is a walking outdoors on trail or off trail for recreational purposes. So this hiking activity is one of the very common in the newest generation, even before. It is because hiking is one of the best exercises to do. When you want to think, you can go hike. When you want to enhance your cardiovascular endurance, you can go hike. There are two types of hiking: the moderate exercise of hiking and the vigorous exercise of hiking. Vigorous, which means these activities or these hiking activities will be determined via intense walking or running exercises. And for the moderate exercises, you're just walking in a simple way or walking in a normal way. And then hiking also is a day hike, refers to a hike that can be completed in a single day. So it depends on you if how many hours you are going to hike or how many minutes you are going to perform hiking, as long as you are doing it in a single day. That is hiking. In short, hiking is an activity or a walking activity or walking outdoor activity that can long last at least 2 to 3 hours. So the sample activities of hiking are these pictures. So these images that you see in the screen was being conducted during the face-to-face classes. So aside from doing some hiking activities, you can also encounter such experiences like you can meet new friends, you can bonding with friends, or you can watch the good scenery, or let's just say the good view at the top of the mountain. Okay, so aside from doing such these activities like the hiking, we can also have what we call trekking. Okay, so trekking is under the mountaineering activities also. So it is an active activity where go on multi-day to day trips for hiking. It is also a form of walking undertaking with the specific purposes of exploring and enjoying sceneries, and it is also the best way to explore the hidden beauty of the world. So most trekking activities or most people that is having these activities are very experienced on doing this part. It is because when they try to visit a location, they need first to check if that area is worth it. Okay, so that's one of the reasons why people are having this kind of activities. Nowadays, there's a lot of people or adventurer that used to do this activity like trekking. It is because they need to experience what will be the scenario if they try to stay overnight. Okay, and as we all know that staying overnight in a newest place is a kind of exciting. All right, so aside from those activities also, we have here an example of trekking. So these are the pictures that I gathered that will mostly likely part of trekking activities. So in the first photo, it illustrates the trekking activities of some people in a cold weather. In the second photo, this is the location of the H.O.P.E in this portion right here. So a lot of people are having hiking activities in this portion, but the people nearby areas are not suggesting to conduct trekking activities in this part. It's because it's very dangerous and there's no place where you can put the tent, or as what I've encountered here, those adventurers are having a what we call duyan. Okay, and the third photo, this is the location where the Mount Manghilao is. So a lot of people are visiting this location just to have what we call trekking activities or hiking activities. And on this portion right here, the Mount Apo, on the fourth photo, they are experiencing. Okay, they try, or these are the people that used to experience what will be the experience of having trekking activities in the Mount Apo. Okay. So aside from trekking also, guys, we also have the famous or the common, the popular term in terms of adventure or mountaineering. This is camping. So camping is an outdoor activity involving overnight stays away from home in a shelter, such as tent or recreational vehicle. So tent is one of the famous things that we can bring, or the easiest materials that we can bring in terms if we plan to have an overnight stay in a location. Okay, for example, beaches, or for example, in a mountain trip. Well, recreational vehicle also is one of the common or popular vehicle in the Western country. It's because when they have an outing, they usually use some vehicle cars or recreational vehicle, like there is a bathroom inside the vehicle, there is a bed inside the vehicle, there is a kitchen inside the vehicle. I know most of you familiar on what I am saying. So aside from counting also, we have here the orienting. So of course, when you conduct a trekking activities, when you plan to go to a camping, you need to be orient on what are the things that can be done when you perform those activities inside the mountain or the forest. So of course, you need to master how to navigate the location, okay, or on how to determine on what particular area you are now. All right. So orienting is a group of sports that require navigation skills using a map and compass to navigate from point to point in diverse and usually unfamiliar terrain whilst moving speed. So that's it. So, according from what you understand or what I discussed in the topic mountaineering, so what will be the benefits on having these activities? So of course, the benefits of doing mountaineering activities, first is it is a good exercise for the heart. It's true. It is because when you perform such activities like this, you are having what we call you are enhancing the endurance level of your heart, not just the muscle, but also for your cardiovascular endurances. Okay. Second, it is the best for the muscle. It's true, especially the legs or the lower part portion of the body. Third, it gives your lungs some fresh air. That's correct. It's because the mountainsides is quite different, or very different from the populated areas like cities. Okay, so when we try to differentiate the good air or the best air that we can breathe, cities are very populated area than the mountain area or the forest area that has a very fresh air to breathe. It is because the trees and those part of the mountains are releasing good oxygen. So number 4, it shares a good experiences. That's correct. It's because it's every time that we conduct hiking, trekking, mountain climbing, mountaineering, aside from that, the fourth, I forgot the last one. It provides us, no? It provides us the better experiences, no? So in every part of our journey, there is what we call the lesson. So when you go outside to your houses, or when you explore yourself to something new, every time there is what we call lesson. So it shares a good experience. Okay, can you get my point? Hopefully that you can get my point. The fifth one, it provides better and awesome adventure. Well, it relates from the number 4, the shared good experiences. But still, when you are performing these activities, or when you try to visit a places that needs to have an overnight stay, and we're going to experience some what we call adventures, like go to the falls, no? Or when you're going to visit a waterfalls, or some famous places, your day will become awesome, or your that moment will become awesome. It provides you a better experience. Okay, so the last portion will be the gains of benefit and mind relaxation. Yes, that's definitely true. Okay, you will have a self benefit. It's because, as what I've said earlier, all the experiences that you have during those activities will have a good lesson. So of course, those lessons will be the benefit of yours only. Okay, and lastly, mind relaxation. Every time that we conduct it, or we hang out, or we go around, or we have an adventure, you need to relax your mind. You need to clear out your mind, remove all those stressors, forget all those problems, and focus on the situation, because you are on the adventure level of your own life. Okay? So hopefully, guys, that you understand what we are discussing this week. If you have questions, you can chat me directly to my messenger. Just search my name, Michael Calzada Seneco. And I left an activity, or I prepare you an activity in the virtuals, so that you can answer what are those questions that I asked. And take note that those questions will be here in our discussions. Alright, so hopefully that you understand again. See you next week, and have a great day. Stay fit, stay healthy, and stay strong. It's because, yes, there is a vaccine for COVID, but there is another virus approaching. Si Baku! Palayo, there is Danao, or sa Pilipinas, or sa kalibutan. Goodbye!